Hi, my name is Angelique Bates. When I was a child star, dealing with aspects of the child abuse, it pretty much affected the workplace, which later affected my adulthood because I was blackballed. My dark moment, it lasted for about 10 years. When I was pretty much released from my contract, I was 15. I want to say probably downhill from that point. One thing about the industry is when you're on, you're on. Everyone loves you. But the minute that you're not on, everyone forgets you. And when you're a kid, it's really hard. When I got the show, it was just like I had all these play siblings or whatever. It's like, okay, I have friends, fans love us. The show was #1. It's just like all this love that I wasn't getting. So to have that taken away from you and not be able to do anything and not be able to make a living, it's hard. The industry is very judgmental. So I went through phases where I was told I wasn't light enough or I wasn't skinny enough. So I got to points where I went on diets. I tried to bleach my skin. I was constantly trying to change my image because I was like, well, maybe if I just change this, maybe I just change this, maybe they'll accept me again. And I would go into auditions. The casting directors knew me. They loved me. Oh, we got our children. They watch you. But I would never get the job. I was told for years, oh, you'd be great for this. You should do this. You should do that. Wasn't getting it. Sometimes if I did get hired, I had fans coming in that were just like, oh, what are you doing here? So it got to the point where I couldn't even do a 9 to 5. But then I couldn't work in the industry either because I was blackballed. I ended up getting raped, and adding that on to everything, I just shut down even more. I got to the point where I wouldn't dress up. I would try to do things to look non-pretty, to maybe I wouldn't get attention. But then ended up in a DV situation, domestic violence, for some that don't know what DV means. It was just one thing coming from different angles. And it just got to the point where I just couldn't handle it. I decided one day I was going to swallow a whole bottle of pills. And actually my best friend saved me. I was so done. Because it seemed like no matter what I did, I just couldn't fly. And it's just like the industry, when that's all that you know. It's like you're constantly getting kicked. My best friend saving my life, I realized that maybe I was still supposed to be here. And it just got to the point where I had fans and people reaching out to me, and I started talking more about it, and I realized I really wasn't the only one. I always kept it to myself because it was taboo in the industry. They were creating these stories about me, and I just wasn't saying anything, and I was just taking hits. But when I started speaking my truth, which people didn't know, and some did know the truth, they started coming out and defending me. Ended up being a parent and having my 2 kids. Children, they always see the good no matter what. They don't care what's going on. And to my 2 kids, I'm amazing, always. I'm beautiful, I'm perfect to them, like they love me no matter what. And that's really all that matters, and it's just for my kids, that's what I live for, just to make sure that they're okay and they don't have to go through any of the things that I had to go through, and that pretty much they have a great future. That's my goal, and that's where my light is.